Yeah. More
moment
defenders as
games.
well. More
Hmm.
uh
And
more
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 options too.
supply for
Yeah.
those defenders. Okay. It looks like Alrock has started. Alrock
Okay. Perfect.
and Toothless. So let's get into their game.
Toothless banned Wild Drone, Aldrock banned Frostbite. So, oh look,
Interesting.
another Centurion Windsor. I think this set's a bit different though because there's Endotherm. I think personally, I think the best is to get Endotherm, get Windsor, and then maybe even get Zaychon right after. If that is possible, while somehow also getting Centurion on the turn that everything fires together, I think
Yeah.
you can win the game. Though that's 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 almost like just a dream.
Endotherm
What do you
Windsor
think?
is a pretty crazy wombo combo.
Hmm.
Especially if you follow that up with Antima, it's just insane. Um,
Wait, there's no end.
so
Oh,
it looks like Outrock's going to have the chance to get the first
Endotherm
Endotherm kit. So let's see if he goes Endotherm kit and a Blast Forge here. There is
from.
Infusion Grid, which counters both of those units.
Allrock not going Endotherm. I think that might be a mistake. And if Toothless gets Endotherm here and Toothless ends up winning, I think Allrock is gonna be mad. I think Allrock is gonna be
We're
very,
going to
very
get to see
mad.
some salt. Um, yeah. One thing I kind of wanted to point out is that there's Lucina and Nitrocybe, which could be a pretty good combo.
Yep.
I think I would try and go for it, but probably fail because Windsor plus Endotherm are too strong.
Yeah. Not going for the second blast push though. This is also interesting. Like instead of getting one drone, you could get second blast push and just go Windsor next turn.
Yeah.
You do get the second Windsor, but in this set, defending that Windsor won't be very hard at all because again, there is infusion grid, right?
Um, so
And
question
Centurion.
with you could get like what if you just like spam Animus and then spam Nitrocybe to go with your Windsor Endotherm combo?
I think that might be good.
I haven't, yeah.
What about defending Protoplasm on the turn that your Windsor fires, or the turn before your Windsor fires? There's another 4 damage for you.
Yeah, Protoplasm as well.
Oh damn! Like, I don't like how either player played this one. Like, if Allrock, I don't know. It just seems like Toothless should be getting a second Blast Forge here for the Windsor. If he
Yeah.
doesn't get Windsor with this Frostbite, it just seems like he's going to, I don't know, not be doing any damage for the next, I don't know, 20 turns. I'm exaggerating, but really, like
I
5 turns, it's going
yeah,
to be basically no damage, maybe 1, 2 engineer kills, maybe.
oh,
Like, he hasn't started building
if
any Arcers.
so if you go for he could
Oh
have gone
boy.
for Windsor and then he could have gone for Zatron the turn after, right? And
Hmm.
then he could click it just in time to fire all at once, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
If yeah, I think he would he have had enough green? He would have 3 green next
Yes.
turn. No, he would
Oh
be
no, he'd be
missing
one short.
one
He'd have to
green.
get a conduit the turn he
Another
gets Windsor,
conduit.
which is not too bad because there's barrier.
And there's Centurion, which you kind of want to buy as well.
Yeah, true. Another interesting point is that Nitrocide is a good counter to freeze. Very good counter.
Yes.
So there
Very
are
cheap.
and threat and damage like
Mhm.
Windsor sometimes you don't want to attack with Windsor. So um, I like this second Animus from Alrock. Floating 5 gold. That tells me he's saving up for something, and I think I know what it is. It looks like he's
Yeah.
getting Doomec Lucina.
Uh-huh. Definitely. That is definitely happening. Do you think Defense Grid is an option here? It seems like it might be better than Centurion for Toothless here, seeing as he doesn't actually have that much damage, so Centurion damage would be completely wasted.
Um,
Though one thing
Interesting.
that going for defense grid allows is Olrock to actually get a good timed endotherm, even though he hasn't bought one yet.
Uh, yeah, I mean, you can convert 7 of your freeze into damage for that turn. I generally get Centurion if there's Defense Grid and Centurion in the same set. Um,
Same for me.
so it looks like he's going to choose to go for Centurion.
Seeing as, I mean, there is Doom Mech and Infusion Grid defense, so maybe the game goes on for so long that you can actually go defense grid into Centurion. Like, if you can manage to do that, you probably win the game, but the question is, can you do that without sacrificing too much? And maybe with Lucina, the damage ramps up far too fast,
I think
far too quickly. Oof.
Defense Grid, if you're going to get Defense Grid, you actually don't, and there's Centurion as well, you might not want to get it in a super long game because once it times out, you've lost all that value from it, where you're usually getting 6 absorbs, so you have to reinvest in a big absorber. Um,
hmm
it's kind of a big turning point when your defense grid runs out.
I guess. But it is 7 free defense on that turn again, so.
Yeah. Um, do
It
you
seems
think
like
that someone's gonna buy Zatron this game?
I think Olrock is just gonna buy it this turn. Go Zatron, Doom Mech, and like triple Nitro Cybe, and he's gonna be fine.
I'd like to see that. That'd be pretty cool.
If he doesn't do it, I'm wondering what he's doing with life. So.
Maybe infusion grids instead of, yeah, he has to
Oh,
defend
oh
this
yes, no, no,
this
no. The
endotherm kit.
endotherm,
Yeah.
yeah, the
So
endotherm is are incoming. So I
then
still feel like Toothless would be in a much better spot if he actually went for the Windsor, because next turn he would have what is this 5 plus 15 uh, plus 3, what 23 damage plus the endotherm freeze. That seems insanely strong.
yeah, I agree. He probably should have gone for a Windsor. Still not getting it. I guess he's not going to get it this game at all. Well, maybe.
No,
Yeah, probably
getting it
not.
here is probably too slow and would require a lot of resources that Toothless has to actually spend on defense. Um, but again, like it's been 4 or 5 turns, and the only thing he's going to kill Toothless is like 3 engineers. So the Endotherm needed Windsor as backup. Otherwise, I don't think it's actually strong enough. Just feels like Aldrock is quite easily going to defend it.
Um, yeah, I agree. I think endotherm without comboing it with something is very weak because there's infusion grid and nitrocybe. Um,
hmm
well, you know what? I take that back. The burst is not very good, but the freeze is pretty strong because there's Doom Mech. And Centurion,
Yeah.
you can freeze Centurion to get some damage in.
Hmm.
Um, so it could just be a value thing, you know? But in that
Yeah.
case, maybe he
Possibly.
should have gotten it later. I don't know.
Yeah. Probably not rush it out super fast. It seems like now he's just way behind in damage, and he's gonna have a lot of trouble actually catching up. Like, this turn, Aldrock is spending all of his gold just getting Centurion, but next turn